Get 'em, Tom. Another one bites the dust. And another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. And another one bites the dust. Hey, time to type to pull up at your house and read off your screen name account. Make it come clean, or even make it call your spouse. So why don't you come on out and see what we're talking about? We got you on camera, but first, is anyone in the house? Look, we got your chat logs, we got you by the balls. And when the police pull up, we give them to the law. It's the big homie Tom from Colorado, he on the stroll. Pulling up on pairs from Colorado Ped Patrol. Another one bites the dust. And another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. And another one bites the dust. Royce K did it, so you know it got a slap.
Oh, great. Probably great for the showing. So if you got a fountain drink, whether it's water or whatever.
How's it going, Ryan? What's going on, Ryan? Hey, bud, can I talk to you, or you want me to just send the police to Firestone? We can go right to your house, brother. I know your plate number. I just want to talk to you. I'm not police. Ryan, just want to talk to you, man. My name's Tommy with Colorado Ped Patrol. You're my 290th catch. Just want to make sure you don't do this shit again. Otherwise, we can just go right to your house and bring the police there. I don't have to do that. Just want to talk to you, brother.
This wasn't right.
How'd you know?
I just had the feeling.
You had the feeling. My name's Tommy, man. I'm not here to hurt you. I am recording. I just want to find out what the hell you're doing, man. And if you're honest with me, it doesn't have to go all the way to the police. It doesn't have to. But if you start lying, where were you going right now? Just looking for?
Sweater.
Get your sweater. You can get your sweater. Go ahead, man. I'm not trying to keep you from being warm, but what the fuck are you doing, man? You don't know? Are you fucked up? You're not stoned? High? No? Okay.
No, I'm sober.
Sober? Sober-minded and meeting a 13-year-old, somebody you want to call you daddy.
So, my cousin has some younger daughters.
Well, that's scary.
And I'm trying to look out for this girl, kind of. You know?
Kinda? Okay. I mean, if you were trying to look out for her, I get it. That's one thing. Go ahead, grab your sweater. I would have saved you the walk. I saw you walk up there, but I had to find a parking spot, so. Again, like I said, my name's Tommy. I just want to talk to you, man. The more honest you are with me, the better. If you come off with that bullshit that you were trying to help this girl, I mean, you did say that. You did say that. But me and you both.
I was very hesitant.
Me and you both know that's not why you're here. Okay.
Hesitant to play along.
To play along?
There's a lot of scams out there, even.
Yeah. Have you had scams with minors before? That they scammed you before?
Not necessarily minors, just people on
people.
the internet.
Yeah, it's a big thing on the internet, right? Where people scamming all the time.
I just lost a couple $1,000 because of it.
A couple $1,000? What happened?
Some girl that was supposed to be moving here, going to be a nurse, all this different shit.
Okay. You gave her a couple $1,000?
Bits and pieces.
Here, a little bit here and there, or what? Okay. Did you send these scammers? Do you send them pictures of your penis?
Some of them.
Some of them.
If you want honesty.
If you thought this was a scam, why would you send her a penis picture? I mean, you sent felony. You did. I got it right here. I have. I mean, yeah. This girl. Well, it's still showing your dick. I mean, dude. Whether you show half your dick, your whole dick, the side of the dick, you showed your dick. You know what I mean?
Okay, we're not gonna argue.
What's that?
We're not gonna argue.
Well, I'm just saying. I got the picture. You got the picture too, right? So, what were your intentions with this girl today?
Hang out.
Hang out. What else?
Take her home.
Take her home. You were gonna drive her home?
That's what she asked.
Yeah. You know that would have been kidnapping? I'm just telling you.
No, I don't know that.
So they can't consent. So if she gets in a car with you, you're taking somebody without their consent.
I did not know that.
Did you know it was a crime to meet a girl that you talked sexual to? Under the age of 18 in Colorado.
Okay.
Did you know that?
Probably indirectly.
Indirectly. You were super worried. You wouldn't talk to her sexual at all until you guys got on that app. What's that secondary app you used? The one where you
Signal.
Was it called Signal? Why do you use that app? Just so I know for the future.
Used it until this.
How'd you know about it?
She told me.
She told you about Signal? You were the one telling her you need to get off this app, we need to be in a secure place, and then you told her to download Signal.
No, sir, it was the other way around.
The other way around? Okay, so you never knew about Signal?
No, I've never used it.
Okay, well, why did you say that you wanted a secure place to talk to her sexual? What was the reason behind that?
It was trying not to get myself in this position.
Man, showing up's getting yourself in this position, right?
That's what I was worried about. I'll be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah, well, I mean, you got here early, you got off of work. I mean, didn't seem like you were trying to back out at all. Were you thinking about backing out? This is what we do, man. We come, we record it. The only reason why we record it is somebody says, like, you know, oh, he fucking threatened me or something. I don't do that. I'm not here for that, bro. I come by myself. Sometimes I have a couple people, but we're not here to hurt you. We don't want you, you know, it's not like that. We just want to make sure this shit doesn't happen again. We have 141 arrests. We do call the police on some people. If the police do ask for it, we do turn it in. But I just want to find out, you know, how do we make sure you don't do this shit again?
You have to just be more smart, more aware.
Right?
Again, you have the idea of a potentially young girl on Tinder.
Yeah. Yeah. Is there a lot of young girls on Tinder?
I don't know.
You don't know? Because you even said that you wanted to
had a lot of interaction on there that's led to anything.
It's all been scams?
Most of them are scams, setups. There's people that use other pictures, porn stars, if you will. They're
Yeah.
using
Yeah.
famous people's pictures.
Yeah.
To try to scam guys.
Okay. But I mean, did you really believe she was a 13-year-old girl? I mean, you're here.
No idea.
You have no idea, but you wanted it to be, right? Because you're here. You didn't want to scam. You didn't want to get robbed or somebody to come scam you, right? You wanted this girl to be here, right?
That's fair.
And you did say that
Rather than-
depending on how it went tonight, you probably wouldn't have sex with her tonight.
Absolutely not.
Right, but you said you would lick her vagina.
That was a discussion. It wasn't.
Well, I mean, you said if you guys vibed, right? But you said we're definitely going to be doing some making out, and I'm going to kiss you on top and bottom. To me, top and bottom, what's that mean?
That was trying to persuade to see how the reaction would come. Yeah, 100%.
So you were playing her?
To see what kind of reaction I would get.
What were you wanting out of that?
Scam or person?
And it was a real person. You know? I mean, you were talking to a real person the whole time. No scam. No scam. Unfortunately, about 3 hours ago, you know, we took over, but you know, you were the whole time, and I just wrote down some notes I want to go over. The whole time you were worried about getting caught. You don't want to go to jail. You don't want to go to jail. You don't want to go to jail. Nobody wants to go to jail, right? But you even said that you think it's bullshit that the age is 18, that you think it should be much younger. That's just some political bullshit that we created.
Yes and no. In today's society, I think most males and females are not mentally, emotionally mature enough to be having sex until I don't even want to put a number on it.
I mean, definitely. You said not 18. You said much younger.
Some guys not even 25 are smart.
Well, of course not. I'm with you on that.
You take that opportunity to have a child, and now you can't afford it because you need to go to school.
Right.
You know,
No, I completely understand that. But you said you think it should be much younger. Sorry, just cars. You said you think it should be much younger.
Well, if you go, one of my arguments there, not that I agree with it, but it's an argument, is you go based on basic biology. Well, back in ancient times, the idea was to procreate.
Yeah. But how long ago are you talking, man? So you think it's okay to have sex with a 13-year-old?
What I said, no.
Do you think it's okay? I'm asking you.
Not at all.
Not at all.
I think it's too young.
Do you think it's okay to have a relationship with a 13-year-old?
If it's a friendship,
Okay.
I think you can be friends with anyone.
Yeah. What do you have in common with a 13-year-old?
Very little, probably.
Right. That's what I'm saying, right? You're in a totally different level, bro. You're working. You're doing your thing. Hello.
I'm a huge supporter.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Right here, I had to come here.
Oh, hi. Thank you.
Thank you for everything you do.
Thank you. We got a lot of catches here in Longmont, man. It's not a thing. It's not against you. But
I've seen TV shows. I mentioned that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen us?
I have no idea who you are.
No. It's Tommy with Colorado Ped Patrol. We probably have 75 catches here in the area, you know, between Firestone, Longmont, whatever. So do you only wanted to be a friend with her? Is that what this was all about? Because I mean, do you kiss all over your friend?
Mostly, in my heart, was to look out for someone who might be putting her.
Because you said there's a lot of
bad
creeps
situation.
online.
Yeah,
there are.
absolutely.
People that are meeting 13-year-olds at a cinema is a creep, bro.
Both sides.
You know what I mean? So do you think what you're doing is a creep?
It can be perceived that way. Yes.
Do you, perceived or it is?
Am I a creep? I don't think I am.
You don't think you're a creep?
Sir.
You're willing to go as low as 13. Sorry, you're willing to go as low as 13 and talk about sexual things, send a picture. You even said you would send more, but you were scared to get caught. You almost like you wanted to send your penis, like you were super proud of it, and you wanted to send it to her, but you didn't. But you sent so many pictures of, you know, your pube hair with like 2 inches of your penis. You know what I mean? That's still a dick pic. It's still a felony is what I'm saying. You can't send any, you know, any pictures like that to a minor. Minor before? What?
Not since I was a minor.
Well, no, that's different. Why did it go this far, man? You can say that you're trying to help this girl, but you're clearly not. This is nothing. You did say, and I'm going to be honest, you did say, if I could help just one girl, you know, I feel I'd do my job.
You should have stayed my ass at home.
You should have. We should have never talked to her, bro. When she said she was 13, you weren't even mad. You didn't even care. Like, most of the guys are like, what the fuck are you doing on here? And then they get into their, you know, their dirty thinking and shit like that. I'll be quiet because of him, but you didn't even budge. Like, I mean, I know you think it's wrong, but do you like it?
Talking to a young girl?
Yeah.
I like talking to people.
To people. Okay, understandable. But what do you think? Like, do you have kids? You got kids, right? You have no kids? You have nieces or nephews? What?
Yeah.
What about this? Well, you said you had nieces that were young, or cousins. What would you do if a 39-year-old Ryan was coming to talk to them? How old are they?
Shit, I don't even know.
You don't even know. Are they that similar ages?
Probably junior high. And
What would you do if put yourself in my shoes? You know, what would you do? Would you think that's okay?
You're right.
What do you think should happen to people that do shit like that?
At least have a conversation.
That's why we do what we do, right? So you don't do it again. But how do I know you're not going to do it again?
I'll close Tinder. Whatever.
You know, we caught people twice and, well, almost 3 times. Same person, man. And again, I don't want you to quit Tinder. You can be on Tinder. I mean, you whether you get ripped off by an adult or whatever, but you can meet adults, bro. But you're meeting a fucking 13-year-old, bro, a 7th grader. You know what I mean? That's like terrible. You said you weren't sure about sex, but you said maybe. What are you worried about? Are you tweaking or something?
Sir?
No? You a little scared?
I'm
You-
somewhat uncomfortable.
I get that. You should be, right? Because if you didn't have any fucking soul, bro, you know, you should care. You should care. You were so worried about getting in trouble. But what were you guys going to do after? Hang out in your car and make out? I mean, that was kind of the plan, right?
Gonna push it.
You weren't gonna, so you weren't going to forcefully do anything to her, but she can't consent. So even if she doesn't say yes, go ahead, rape, bro. It's rape. They can't consent. You don't know that? Like, is this new to you? Am I just breaking news?
No, not necessarily.
You got a girlfriend?
No.
You don't? You really live by, or you got that roommate? Is that all real? At your house, you just rent out the room to him?
Yes, sir.
We just play, what'd you say? Fucking wind. You said you couldn't sleep. Why, you couldn't sleep because you were really excited about today.
Excited, nervous, anxious.
And you said it was, right? But you said it was sexual, but you could tell her later. So you were excited about being sexual with her today, and nervous, scared, but being sexual, right? So if I don't show up, you would be okay if she allowed you to do some car play. That would be okay with you.
I don't think I could.
You don't think you could? You would have stopped it?
I don't
You weren't gonna bring her to your house, nothing like that?
No.
Just play in the car and then take her home?
at most.
Who's gonna pay for the movie?
I have no idea.
She was.
About a gift card.
Yeah, she was. Probably, you said, probably shouldn't even be kissing people your age. This is bad. I shouldn't be doing this. Like,
See?
I know. What the fuck,
I don't
man?
know.
So you know it's wrong.
Lapse of judgment.
And as soon as you guys got onto that other app, which I'll have to go back and double check that, but if you're saying that, whatever, it was 300 pages, man. 300 pages with a 13-year-old. I'm telling you, it's right there.
I won't argue.
300, well, it was like 197 and then 90 and then like 22 pictures that you sent. 22 pictures. And like 4 of them were either your chest or your, you know, but the rest of them were like bathtubs and shit like that. You know what I mean? You told her, you said, I do agree, you should find an older guy. Just got to be careful. I got to be careful. If anybody in your family sees the phone, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. Right? Because you see, so you know it's wrong, man. I'm trying to get, why the fuck are you here? Lapse in judgment, right? And you're sober, for real?
Yeah. Yes,
Completely sober? And so, was it only you talking to her? It's not like your buddies and you doing this?
Nobody.
No?
Yeah.
Would you actually have traded pics with her? We don't allow them to send pics, but would you have traded pics with her? Would you want her to send pics of her naked?
No, sir.
You know what that is, right? You know what that is, right?
Pedophilia?
It's child porn.
Oh. Same problem.
Do you have Do you have that on your phone?
No, sir.
Why did you ask her for? Why do you want it? Why do you want to trade pics with a minor?
Go back to not necessarily that I want to trade pics with a minor, but
To see if it was real?
A person or not.
Okay. Did you think it was like law enforcement or something, or
I had no idea
you had no idea?
because there's so much shit going on up there.
But you've never done this before. Like nobody's ever told you they were underage before. So why would you think that they would be lowering their age?
Maybe some girls are looking out for help.
Yeah, well, could be, but do you think are you that person to do it? You know, should you be that person to do it? And if you were there to help, I don't think you would be sending the things you were saying sexually, right? And the pictures you were sending. If you were actually really trying to help her, you think it's helping her by sending your penis or by telling her you're gonna lick her vagina? Like, do you think that's helping her?
No, other than trying to prove to my own self that it was a scam or not.
Because you wanted to make sure it was a little girl, so that way you weren't gonna get in trouble.
Because I wanted to see if it was a person. And
A
not
person.
This.
Okay. But you believed it enough to show up and you're exactly where you said you were going to be in the exact same shirt and the exact same shoes that you said you were going to be in.
Try not to be a liar.
Yeah, I get you try not to be a liar, but the scam thing, I think you really believed this.
I really believe.
I mean, you definitely wanted to.
I feel like it was a setup.
You feel like it was a setup? What do you feel it was a setup for?
I just don't feel like there was enough in the interactions to have convinced me of there actually being a girl. So I mean, I should have stayed my ass home because I knew it. Like I had the gut feeling on the drive over here.
Yeah.
You know?
Gotta follow that gut. But even then, man, maybe you need to get some help for letting that gut feeling even almost turn you around. Like, seriously, bro, like I've been single for a long time. I was divorced. I never once, fucking tried to meet up with a child, bro. Obviously, somewhere you got a fucking problem to even go this far, right? Obviously. People that don't like kids don't show up to the fucking seminar, for a 13-year-old. You know what I'm saying? And we'll be quiet. I'm not trying to blast you in front of people. That person that walked up knows my channel. So that's all that is. Do you hang around any kids at all? No?
No, I go to work and I go home.
That's what you said.
Go to Red Rock shows and stuff.
You do Red Rock shows?
Well, I go to them.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like band or something like that. Yeah, you told her, a lot of girls get used and manipulated on here. If I could save one, then I guess I'm happy. But this ain't saving one, man. You just turned yourself into that exact person. You know what I mean? You turned yourself into that exact person. Dude, I'm telling you, like I said, we've caught 290 people, and nobody wants to be caught, right? Nobody wants to be caught. Nobody's proud of it. But everybody says, oh, I thought it was a scam, or I was going to help the girl. If you were really going to help the girl, I don't think you would have got so sexual. You know what I mean? I mean, it is what it is. If you did go to jail, who would pick you up?
Nobody.
Nobody? You don't got nobody?
I have a couple friends.
You got somebody that would help you through some shit like this? Or would they turn your back and be like, you fucking piece of shit?
Most of my family I don't talk to.
Yeah. I mean, that's your own thing, man. But I just want to feel comfortable, like, you know what I mean? Somebody's got to know about this, bro. You're out here potentially going to destroy a 13-year-old for the rest of her life. And you say you got little cousins that are that age. Are you close with them?
Not much.
You're not much?
Not much. I haven't talked to them.
Enough to bring it up and say you worry about this because of them, so you must care a lot about them.
Well, like the boy, he got picked on and beat up a couple times and jumped by people. And,
Yeah.
I mean, I know that there's shit going on.
There is. But even that, bro, I think I'd rather my boy get into a little fight, than get molested. I think same with my little girl too. A fight, a fist fight or whatever, that happens every day at high school, bro. But you're out here to fucking, at best, go down on a 13-year-old, at best. Or make out with her in your car, somebody's baby girl, bro, a 13-year-old. You think 13-year-olds should be having sex with them? I mean, your opinion?
No.
No?
In most cases, they can't accept the responsibility of the actions.
Why'd you think this one could? You were like full blown.
I felt it on the way over here. I knew this was.
I get that. You were having fucking, second thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
But you were in a full blown sexual relationship with her. If you don't think 13-year-olds should be doing that, why would you do it? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Why would you do it at all? You told her that she had to call you daddy in public.
Again, trying to get some sort of reaction from it.
For daddy? You were all excited about it. You're like, not only can, we play everybody like they're fools in public, I'll act like I'm your stepdaddy, but I can get the satisfaction of hearing you call me daddy. Right? Then you told that 13-year-old girl there's spots in the penis that you can't lick because it tickles too much. Was that trying to get something out of her? Or is that just you being a pervert? You told her you're completely comfortable being naked.
I am.
Yeah. Are you completely comfortable being naked around a 13-year-old?
Probably not.
You shouldn't be, man. That's why I'm trying to tell you, like, I don't feel you feel this shit's fucked up, bro. It's fucking wrong. It ruins their lives. I mean, you don't have kids. I have kids. I do this because this happened to my son. Same shit. And it ruins their life, man. There's people that are 60 years old that happen when they're 13 and they still can't get away from it. And you're just trying to, because you're lonely? Do you have a hard time finding adults?
I don't go looking.
Well, you're on a dating website. You're obviously looking a little bit.
And I haven't met anyone.
Do you have a hard time meeting in person or in real life?
I usually have a hard time with people.
That's pretty typical, bro. But
especially when this shit, you know.
Well, what, you don't want us out here doing this shit?
Sorry?
You don't want us out here doing this shit? Of course you don't, because you're on the other end of it right now.
No, I think if you're helping someone, then that's fair.
Well,
that's the right thing.
I'm helping somebody because you were getting ready to destroy their fucking life. Straight up, bro.
That was not the intent.
It doesn't matter if you intend it. Having sex with a child, bro, is fucking fucked up. Like, there's no other way around it, right? I mean, do you agree?
Yep.
Can we call somebody? I mean, is there somebody we can call and let them know what you're out here doing? So we don't have to necessarily tell the police? Like, I want to make sure you don't do this shit again, man. You know, somebody that's going to be like, maybe see that you get a little bit of help or something. They're going to that car if they got pizza. Or is somebody going to come out and say, hey, I know that guy. He messed with me too. Am I going to hear any of that?
Yeah. I promise you won't.
That's good. I hope not, man. I didn't choose you. You know what I mean? We don't pick who we come out and you know, intercept from hanging out with children. If we get along, we can play. Just got to be careful. But I love, or it turns me on to teach. It'll turn me on to teach you some new experiences.
Still fishing for, see what happens. That was.
When you're talking about kissing her, same thing. I'm not a fan of the happen to be 18 thing. We can hang out in my car. I'm just worried about getting in trouble. If we get along, we can play for sure. Just got to be careful. That was just fishing too?
Trying to get a reaction. Trying to get something to tell me one way or another.
What would it have took for you not to come? What would it have took for your brain to say, this is fucking a child? Why am I doing this? What would it have took? Like, what else could we have done to make you not like a chick? I'm trying to learn your what you're thinking, man. I'm trying to, like, you're saying you're trying to figure it out, but we got 300 pages, and in 300 pages, she must have been doing something, right? What was she doing that was enticing you so much to come out here? Like, you know, you think it...
Really. I should have stayed my ass home.
You should have.
Stop talking.
You should have. As soon as she said she was 13, man, you should have been bounced. And if you were really trying to help her and you thought she was in a serious issue or she had a problem, you could have, reported her or called the police, right? Sorry, I just don't like putting kiddos on there because that's who we're out here trying to protect. And I'm going to be honest with you, man, this is like 75% of that book. You know what I mean? So I'm going over 75% of it. Bottom line is you came out to have a sexually charged relationship with a 13-year-old. If you're okay with that, I mean, that's pretty sick. I'm not okay with it, so I hope there's somebody we can call. If you don't got anybody, then we just turn it into the police, and I'm not saying you're going to go to jail, but you'll definitely be on some kind of list if you do this again, you know, then you're going to be in a lot of fucking trouble. But if you have nobody to talk to, I mean, what would your boss think about this?
I got friends, so we could...
Somebody that would actually help you, like make sure that you get fucking some kind of help for this shit? I mean, you say you're sober, bro, but you're out here fucking meeting with our children, man. And every 16 pages is you got to be careful. You got to be careful. You even said, I only said that comment because I'm covering my ass in case we get caught. Did you think that comment would keep you from getting in trouble?
Trying to fish.
Trying to fish?
Trying to get someone to say yay or nay on something, you know?
You wanted her to come out and say, I'm not a kid? I'm law enforcement? Because we're not law enforcement, but that's what you wanted to hear?
You need to call someone so that I can get out of here?
I mean, I'm not law enforcement. You can get out of here whenever you want to. It's just, like I said, I like to talk to people and people to be held accountable, but I'm not going to make you do anything. I think it would show a lot of accountability if you called somebody and told them what you were doing out here. Who would you call?
A friend.
A friend? Somebody that would, like, maybe see that you get some fucking help, bro, so you don't do this shit again? Or do you think you need some help? Or do you think it's not that big of a deal? Like I said, you can leave at any time, bro. Anytime. I knew where your car was. We already had pulled up. Well, we had pulled up somewhere where it said you lived. I don't know if it's 100% correct, but I know that goes back to you. So it's all about being accountable, bro. You have no family. You live by yourself. Nobody to kind of check up on you and say, hey, man, how you doing, Ryan? How's shit going? Are you fucking, are you getting some help? Because this is a problem, bro. It's a fucking problem.
You want to talk to somebody?
I mean, it would be nice. Like I said, it's up to you. I just...
You can grab a drink.
Kind of lucky you came here and didn't go to Firestone.
Sorry, what?
I said you're lucky you came here and not Firestone. Firestone, I mean, I don't know if you deal with the PD over there much, but...
No, I don't deal with anybody ever.
Never been arrested for something like this ever?
No.
Okay, that's good. But if we were cops, if we were, you'd be a registered sex offender, you know what I mean? From what you did today. Well, the last couple days. I've never even been here. This fucking place is huge. Nobody answering?
One probably still working.
One problem still work? People
One is
probably still working. Like I said, man, you don't have to call anybody. I just think it's good to call somebody, and I think more so you need to.
You got a minute? So I fucked up, and I got myself.
Can you put it on
in a
speaker or
really
no?
Bad position here, and this guy's wanted me to call to make sure that I have someone to hold me accountable. So last night when I was texting you, and I'm sorry, the day before, I told you that I had something going on Friday. Okay, so I was chatting with a girl on Tinder who is underage, and now I'm sitting here in front of a camera. They're trying to bust people like this.
Fair enough.
So I don't know what this guy wants, but at least I'm telling you this.
Can you put it on speaker so I can talk to him?
Hold on, let me put it on speaker so he can just...
Who is
All
it?
right.
It's just a friend of yours?
Yeah, it's my coworker CJ.
Hey, what's going on, CJ?
Hey, how's it going, bud?
What's up, man? We just want to call somebody. He says he doesn't really have anybody, and we want to make sure this shit doesn't happen again. He's at a movie theater to meet with a who he thought was a 13-year-old for sexual, relationship. And we want this dude to get help so kids don't get touched. So we asked him to call somebody, and I think you're the person he decided to call. So,
Please wait for me.
I mean.
Yeah, he knew that he was 13.
Oh no, you can ask him. He 100% knew she was 13 from the start.
I was trying to see if it was a scammer, is most of what I was trying to do here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, he 100%, man. He knew. He's like, we can't get caught. You got to call me daddy. Like
I was talking dirty and trying to get pictures and all that good shit.
and
like
sent part of his penis to her, to a 13-year-old girl. But if he's gonna, it's fine, man. You don't have to do that. This dude's like, I doubt he's even doing that. You know damn well what you were doing, bro. It is what it is.
Well, and that's the thing is anybody can make their own assumptions about this.
Correct.
This
But
guy actually knows me, so
he doesn't know this, right?
well, I'll show him the messages.
Okay. Well, I mean, you can show him, but you're just like, oh, I'm just trying to find out if we'll let the police
sorry to
decide.
bother you, guy.
Yeah, we'll just let the police decide, man. No worries. Go ahead and call the police. We'll let the police decide.
All right, I guess I'm going home at some point. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll just call the police, man. I don't put up with that bullshit.
Sorry. We'll see you tomorrow, I guess.
Yeah, that accountability thing goes a long ways with me, brother. And you're gonna sit there and tell them that you were just. It's all horseshit. We'll just see what the police say, man. We'll just see what the police say. Just to let you know, I'm just letting you know that they're called. So when I do tell you, if you leave, that's on you. You know what I mean? That's on you. It could be another charge. It might not be. I have no idea. But I'm just telling you that they're gonna want to talk to you. So accountability is a big thing, man.
You know where to send them.
Huh?
You know where to send them.
I'm just letting you know that they're on their way. So if you leave, that's gonna be bad look on you. 469 QZJ. Scumbag. There he goes. Hey, call them back. Ashley, I'll call you here in a few minutes. Call them back and let's just give them his house address. He wasn't gonna stay. I knew as soon as I told him the police were gonna come, he wasn't gonna stay. I can't deal with sons of bitches like that. Right here, sir. I thank you. You're good, man. I guess you know the whole story already. He left.
Yeah, actually kind of filled me in on.
You probably want the book then, right?
I'm sure. Yeah,
it's a big book.
Okay.
We're not 100% even sure where he lives. He did send a picture, but I know, like, our team said that they did know where he worked and lived. I just didn't have that information right now.
I gotcha.
But
so, is all of this correspondence is done on this burner phone that she has?
Correct. And we can bring that to you,
so
or
I'll just go pick it up.
Oh, okay.
She already made her way home, so I can go grab that from her.
Okay.
Is there any other? I know there's a lot of correspondence in here, and everything like cataloged on the phone will be the same stuff that's
exactly in there.
Okay.
Correct. But it's like going to be 3 different apps. I don't know if she explained that to you.
Yes, she did. Yeah.
They get on that sneaky. I forget what it's called. That sneaky site. And then the video, I can, if you want me to wait till the detectives call to send it to them, or
yeah,
okay,
probably
I could do that.
I'll do that. I have kind of the initial information from Ashley as far as the info about the report and the context. That way, I can at least establish a certain level of PC to give up to the detectives before any of that happens. But if I could just collect your info here,
absolutely.
So that they have it, because I'm sure they have it already.
They do, but yeah, no, I'll give it to you again. Do you want my wallet or my ID? I mean, my wallet. Just give it to you. Okay.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, you're good, man.
Ashley's stuff was at, and I'll go grab that phone from her. Okay. Go ahead, sir. First and last name?
Thomas, Thomas, Fellows, F.
Okay, perfect. And sorry, what's the name of the organization?
Colorado Ped Patrol.
PED Patrol.
Yeah.
Is that your full-time employment?
It is. Okay. Yeah. I don't know about full-time employment, but that's what I do full-time.
Cool. And then is there a good phone number, like, for the business?
Same one.
Cool, thank you. I appreciate that.
No problem.
So talk to me about the context as far as, like, showing up here today, because he thought that he was meeting a 13-year-old girl, and then he showed up. Did he meet with Ashley, or did he
No, he just met with me.
Okay.
So we never even send really. We don't have a real decoy. So he was sitting over in front of the building, the cinema at like the little fireplace.
Okay.
And I parked over here. As I was walking, he started to walk to his car. I thought he was leaving, but he was just getting a sweater. He was cold. I asked him. I said, "Hey man, can I talk to you? I'm not police." And he just walked to his truck, and he's like, "Fuck man, I knew this was a setup." And then we had about a 25-minute conversation of him just basically saying he made a mistake. He wasn't gonna have sex with her, but he might have, gone down on her, maybe, but he didn't think.
Okay.
But full blown, we just talked about what he wrote. Asked him if he thought it was okay that 13-year-olds have sex, and he's like, "Dude, that's a law that was made by the politics, and it's bullshit." And
okay.
Yeah, so he thinks it's okay to be with minors. It's just a law that we made, that man made. That's bullshit. They're made for breeding.
Okay.
So yeah, he's a sick dude.
All right. Cool. Well, we'll hopefully be able to put him in jail.
Yeah, hopefully.
I appreciate that.
And then I told him, I said, you know, because we always tell him we're not law enforcement.
Yeah.
And we always have them call somebody in case they don't get arrested. At least like a family member knows they're, you know, keep their kids away.
Yeah.
There's like, he would never do that. And then he hangs up the phone on him. I'm like, just so you know, the police are en route.
Okay.
And I said, they're probably gonna want to talk to you. And he's like, do I have to stay? I said, I can't tell you to stay, man. But and he got in his car. He's like, you know where I live.
Okay.
So.
Do we have an actual address for him in Frederick?
We might. Okay. So I'm gonna call right now and find out, and then I'll give it to her if we do.
Okay.
But when I was on the live, I do this live. Somebody said we have his address.
Okay, and I can check on that as well, too, since that photo is the first one in the books.
Yeah. Sometimes these guys, and he was the whole. I mean, you're not obviously gonna read. It's 300 pages.
Yeah.
But the whole time he's like, oh, I can't get caught. I can't go to jail for this. We got to be careful. You got to call me daddy.
Okay.
You know, like he was super scared that it was like a police sting. Obviously it wasn't, but
right.
And he still fucking showed. I don't get it.
Do you know anything about his history? I mean, I'll obviously be checking all
not
that.
Not much.
I don't know if you guys have access to any of those databases.
We have just a simple like truth finder and stuff, and we didn't see anything. He said he'd been arrested for some drug charges, but there was nothing with children. So that's all we look for, you know, is children things.
Yep.
But he said there wasn't, and we didn't see it, so I don't know.
All right. Well, thanks for calling.
Cool.
Sorry, I know
Thanks,
it's
man.
super
Appreciate
weird
it.
when
it's okay.
Between different agencies.
Yeah.
When we show up, we have to collect so much info and evidence and everything. But
most do.
Having the actual phone, that'll be really good for us.
Yeah, we had a supporter send us like, oh really? We're good, man.
Sweet.
So you guys can
That's
have
awesome.
them. Yeah, it is
Awesome.
nice.
Okay, cool. That'll be perfect.
Yep.
And we'll try and I don't know how long, as far as the dispo with the evidence will take. The phone might be the PD for a
Absolutely.
long time.
Oh, we haven't got one back yet, so
really?
I get it. I get it. Not you guys, other people 8 months ago. So
especially with like, I mean, this will be a felony 4 case.
Yeah.
So they'll probably hang on to it for
till it goes through, you know.
Exactly.
So the DA likes them. Cool, man. Thank you. Have a good one. Are you gonna give her a case number then?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Would you like one as well? I can get you both.
Yeah, please. Just in case she doesn't remember.
Another one bites the dust. And another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. And another one bites the dust. Time to type the pull up at your house and read off your screen name account. Make it come clean, or even make it call your spouse. So why don't you come on out and see what we're talking about? We got you on camera, but first, is anyone in the house? Look, we got your chat logs, we got you by the balls. And when the police pull up, we give them to the law. It's the big homie Tom from Colorado, he on the stroll. Pulling up on Ped from Colorado Ped Patrol. Call the fucking police. Another one bites the dust. And another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. And another one bites the dust. Nah, we not the police. You can take off at any time, but just know when you do that, the cops gonna be on your line. Come on, you bought booze and lubes and condoms, dude. Even sent dick pics with your face in them too. He came to me, the 12-year-old bundle of joy. Your 51-year-old husband, you desperate boy. And let me guess, this is your first time you wasn't gonna do nothing.
I never did anything like this. I would never do anything like this again.
But that ain't what the chat logs say.
You said you didn't care about the age. You said you had your lube and condoms, and you gave me your address, but you gave me your neighbor's address, by the way.
And then we found you, exposed you on YouTube, and now we clown you.
Call the fucking police.
Another one bites the dust. And another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. And another one bites the dust. Royce K, so you know it got slapped.
I never did call the fucking police. I never did call the fucking police. You didn't do it. No, sir, I know you don't believe me.
You were charged.
I know I was charged because I had got a plea bargain where I said I had oral sex with a 6-year-old boy.
A 6-year-old boy?
Yes, that's what I did.